when you start chipping away at rights, that's when, people need to care, because this may not seem to affect a larger group of people, but ultimately it could, right? It's like the slow chipping away of privacy rights and ethical duties and obligations and due process.
And there is no right to privacy in the jail. I mean, they know that, but this has been done for time immemorial, and it's not really about saving money, or it's a lazy way for people to get incriminating evidence over the phone. That's all it is. Yep. It's just a lazy way for the cops and the DAs to get evidence over the phone, because clients say dumb things all the time to their family. I mean, I had a case recently where a client of mine, if he had never called anybody and said anything, he would have gotten a massively
different deal than he got. And it's not, he didn't admit to any other crimes. He didn't sell out anybody else because he was charged with something that he did by himself. But the nature of his calls were so upsetting to so many people that he got just hammered. And it's extremely unfortunate. And no matter how many times you tell your clients, don't talk to anybody when they call, don't call the person with whom you're not supposed to have contact with, they do it. And that's not the DA's fault, and it's not the sheriff's fault. It's the client's fault, but you're there and you're isolated. You don't have contact with your family, the outside world, and at some point you just want to talk to somebody.
I even think on the Securus website it says, we're another tool to use in the fight against crime. And so it's already set up to be somewhere to catch low-hanging fruit. Exactly. To use against an individual.
Sure.
But Scott, I think earlier you said something about this is what happens when we privatize it rather than the government do it. But I think that we've had the same problem when the government's done it, right? Like in terms of the sheriff's office recording people's calls. I mean, I think we've all had that experience where maybe you've had a client in jail for like a year or a year and a half, and you're about to go to trial, and like 2 weeks before trial, here you go. Here's all your clients' calls from the past year and a half, and